It's time for another State of the Game video in Clash Royale, guys, and just gonna straight up start out by saying it's not looking good. The game looks like it's gonna continue to die and be in a downward slump for a while because they aren't listening to the community, they aren't learning from their mistakes, and instead they're doubling down and things are just getting worse. Now, I know I always get some comments saying, sometimes I'm overly negative, and of course there's some people that are going to like this, but I'm telling you guys, 90% of people do not like what's been going on in the game recently, and they got to turn things around fast. So dislikes, guys, have taken over. In their last TV Royale video, the video literally got more dislikes than likes, and that's a pretty difficult thing to accomplish. If that happens, especially on a larger scale, guys, like this, where the likes are in the tens of thousands or there's 100,000 dislikes, you got to be doing something pretty bad and messing up pretty badly for that to be the case, because majority of videos, guys, have more likes than dislikes. The vast majority. It's not even close. Will they even consider their choices after seeing these dislikes? I don't think they did with hero obtaining system. I don't think they did with hero obtaining system, but didn't change 2 hero slots to 1 on ranked. Like, what the hell? Who cares if there's 1 slot in classic 1v1? I think at this point I might just quit. They changed it to 1 in a few modes, but they didn't do it for ranked, which is the most important, is essentially what he's saying for the hero slots. And everyone's talking about the hero wizard's ability just being completely broken, the fact that it flies. That's what everyone's saying. This has to be a joke. Did the devs even play the game? Because, what am I even looking at? And people didn't like the TV Royale either, because essentially it was just advertising the heroes, basically. And it was just a recap of the year. Just Amelia, nothing against Amelia, she's a great person, but she was basically just running the whole time. It was just a recap of the year, and they didn't talk about anything new coming to the game except the heroes. Essentially, no evolutions coming as well, guys. And you don't have creators just like me complaining about this, guys. It's so many creators. You have Riley, for example, who's one of the largest creators in the game. Obviously, his channel is doing very well. Even he spoke out against it, saying, stop, please, stop with what's been going on recently with the heroes, the level 16, the cash grabs. Invader, shout out to him, another really large creator, said Clash Royale has ignored us again. They're just ignoring everything the community is saying and just doing their own thing. And of course they're allowed to do that, but can you expect to be getting the hate when you do that? And this was a week and a half ago, guys. I made this video, Clash Royale's dying and it's their own fault. And nothing has changed since then. And this is the largest creator, guys, that covers Clash Royale, Jinxie. Take a look at what he said, and this sums up perfectly why people are so frustrated.
Why do people like champions? Because they're unique, bro. Champions are their own thing. Boss Bandit, Golden Knight, Goblin Sign, they're not like
the difference between heroes and champions.
Hero
right?
is just taking known and beloved cards and then making them more broken
exactly.
if you spend money. It is a horrible idea. It is a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where are the Evos?
Yep.
Hello?
Yep.
Where are the global tournaments?
Yep.
I mean, oh my god!
Yep. This is why people are crashing out, right? So, heroes, why? Why? Especially for cards that already have a fucking evolution. Why are we making cards so complex? This is what pisses me off. It kind of goes along with what Jinxie's saying. If they're going to give heroes to cards, especially, why are they doing it to cards that already have an evolution? Do they realize how complicated this is to the average player? I know some of you guys watching this probably don't mind, better players. Okay, it's not as complex, but for new players and casual players, no one wants a card to have an evolution in a hero. Like, what are we doing when there's 60 plus cards in the game that don't even have an evolution? Or a hero, why are we giving it to cards that already have an evolution? That's the thing that pisses me off more than anything. I don't know about you guys, but that really makes me angry when they give it to cards that already have an evolution. A hero, it's so unnecessary. And this is why, guys, the game continues to go down. As you guys can see, you can see, guys, it's just continuing to go down. It's at 45. This is when I made my video a week and a half ago. It's just going down more. It's at 40. The last few days, 38, bro. It just keeps going down and down and down and down. And it's going down because of their decisions. Not even Jinxie can carry the game this much when they're making these decisions. And now you have posts talking about 2.6. It's been dominating the season. And next we're getting the hero Ice Golem. And no one's prepared for it, essentially, people are saying. So what he's talking about, guys, You already have 33 people inside of the top 200 running the Ice Golem. Literally, 2.6 is number 1 in the world, number 6 in the world, number 8 in the world. 33 people using the Ice Golem. That's an insane amount, and it's getting a hero. And this brings me to another point, guys. The balance changes, look, they were okay. They're okay, don't get me wrong, the card's getting nerfed, but why are there so few buffs always? And this is why the meta doesn't change a lot, because there's so many dead cards that have been dead for such a long time. I don't mind the Furnace and the Ramrodder getting a buff, but you mean it's... Alright, I gotta chill a little. But you mean to tell me, guys, look at how much gray there is. There's all these cards that have just been bad for such a long time, like the Barbarian Hut, for example, the Rune Giant, the Gob Machine, the Gob Giant were completely killed, and I know there's some people that hate the Gob Giant, for example, and the Gob Machine pros especially, and there's some people that hate certain cards and this and that, but the fact of the matter is there's so many cards that have been bad for such a long time, and is it really that difficult to give the Rune Giant maybe a damage buff, the Barbarian Hut a hit points buff, cards that just suck, so then we can get some more buffs and it shakes up the meta more? I just, that's one thing I don't understand. Me personally, that's something I've had a problem with. You know, Riley even saying, who the fuck designs this shit and who allows it into the game, bro? Everyone is pissed. Nate to another creator, let me fully understand, bro. Heroic Ice Golem was just a walking Evo Valk ability with infinite freeze, and Heroic Wizard can just fly now randomly and has a black hole type ability. Yeah, let's just keep on buffing 2.6, bro, and Sparky, man. Love it, dude. And, you know, these YouTube comments got it. I've never seen a company try their best to kill a game this hard. It's like they want us to quit. Supercell owner definitely uses Hog 2.6. And just look at the comments here. You can see... You know, who's ready for another 2.6 Hog season? Speed jumping. Hero Ice Golem with 2.6 is the most broken deck this meta. This shit's so unserious. I think it's time to say our prayers for this game. Yeah, this game's cooked. I guess Evos were killed because they don't make enough money. This clip is kind of crazy, but it really just kind of, you know, shows where people are at right now. Look at that totally, you know, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm not even going to read it out loud. Yeah, they saw it's the most hated thing and they decided to add more. So many things they could do, like players versus environment in the game, the Chinese mode with abilities, like things that would probably be more popular than merge tactics. And then they decide to just do this. I mean, and you guys can see on the quotes too, same thing. Thanks for listening to the community. An entire TV Royale just to announce 2 new pay-to-win cards. What a joke. Oh, cool, I can't wait to face 2.6 every other game. Oh, wait, I'm already facing it all the fucking time. Yeah, no, I guess I'm going back to Pokemon content. It's just, I mean... Wow, yeah. I mean, you get the point. There's not one, you know, positive comment. And then people ask me sometimes, like, oh, boss, why do you make all these negative videos? Aren't I just showing you guys the truth, what the community is saying? It's also because I want this game to do well. And then there's people that ask me, too, well, why do you make videos on this game if you're going to make these videos complaining about it and being honest and being negative? Well, 1, I care about the game, and 2, because it's how I make a living. Me and the other creators, I'm going to admit, because a lot of creators don't admit it, we make really good money covering this game and making content on it, and I am very blessed. And for that reason, we obviously want the game to be in the best spot it possibly can be in. So I'm going to make negative videos and call them out when they're making decisions I'm not happy with, quite frankly. I just think they can be, you know, they can be doing so much more. We deserve better. And it's just, they're doubling down with the heroes when it's clear people prefer evolutions more. And now we're basically putting a pause on the evolutions to add heroes to cards that already have an evolution, like the Wizard, the Musketeer, and the Knight. Like, hello. And I already made a whole video explaining 4 big reasons why the heroes were a failure to the game, so I don't need to get into all that. But my biggest problem is adding heroes to cards that already have an evolution. I think that's the thing that pisses me off the most, more than anything else. But you guys can let me know in the comments below if you agree with that. But yeah, guys, this game has really been going in the toilet recently. Hopefully they can turn things around. If you guys enjoyed the ranting, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, creator code BOSS if you do spend money on this game, and peace out, guys. Hopefully they start making some good decisions.